Recording in progress.
Watercooler. Ba-ba-ba-da. Watercooler. Watercooler. Ba-ba-ba-da.
Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. You know how the show goes. I, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my Corolla digital buds of yesteryear. With me today, all the way in NoHo, CA, it's Mike Dawson, A.
What's happening, eh?
Hey, that's right.
Hey. All right. Good times.
Good times. So look what we did. And then all the way in Long Beach, California, like myself, it's Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
Sipping on a claw. Got a fresh new dew.
That's right, I did.
Yeah.
Decided to clean up a little bit. It was getting a little ridiculous.
Was it?
Yeah, it was not good. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was wearing a hat our last 2 months of water cooler shows.
Well, you look good.
Thank you.
Look clean. And
I got the beard done for the first time. I'd never gotten a beard done before, so that was the first too.
Oh, let's discuss. In a moment, I'll introduce the rest of the guys. All the way in Austin, Texas, it's Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. And then all the way in Orange County, California, it's Gary Smith.
Howdy, big haircut.
That's right. Kalen got his beard done.
I got the beard done.
I don't think I've gotten one shave. I've had one hot shave done, but I don't think I've ever gotten the beard done. What's that
Was
like?
it perhaps with a famous comedian? You've never spoken about it before.
Twas. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but if you want to bring it up, yeah, me and Larry Miller and Jeff Fox went out dressed in suits and went and got a hot shave and then got martinis at Musso and Frank's.
Oh my God,
a
what a dream.
real man's man of a night and of a guy.
Yeah, dude.
Do you still talk to Larry?
Kind of stuff right there.
I haven't talked to Larry in a minute.
Speaking of Larry, did you guys see that there is not one but 3 planned sequels to 10 Things I Hate About You?
What?
Right now? It was announced yesterday in the
Oh my goodness. I don't know how I feel about this.
3 sequels?
3
I don't like
sequels.
that
It's a
there's
trilogy.
This
It's
is
like
terrible.
10 things. I think it's 10 Things I Hate About Dating, 10 Things I Hate About Marriage, and 10 Things I Hate About, I can't remember what the third one is. Maybe
I'm
divorce.
not gonna
Your
like
spouse
I'm
dying.
not gonna like any of this.
Oh
Jeez.
my
Were there
God.
sequels? I know there's a TV show, but were there sequels to the movie?
I don't think so.
Oh,
And
no.
is this
They should have done 11 things I hate about you.
Personally, I prefer the prequel, 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag.
Right.
Joe Pesci. It's a
And
classic.
the other prequel, 7.
Another great one.
Also with a head and something.
Yeah.
And the other prequel, The Sixth Sense.
Oh, keep going, buddy.
Fifth
keep
Element.
Fifth
Ah,
Element,
That's
Going.
right.
I
Fantastic
wanted to
Four,
call Short Circuit Johnny 5, but they
Three
didn't.
Fendi Yuma, Too Fast, Too Furious,
Mhm.
and one.
One flew over the cuckoo's
310
nest.
310 to
Using any Fast or Furious movie should disqualify you. That's too easy.
No.
I thought
You gotta
310
dig
to Yuma
deeper
was
than
funnier.
that. You can't go to a Fast movie.
I
You
was
got
going
all
for
the
speed,
numbers.
Dawson.
No,
Look,
I find it perfectly
I'm impressed.
acceptable because it
James
wasn't-
Kimmel said it best. The timing will take a C- joke to a B+. So I was going for speed.
Yeah, I'm with Gary. It's
Yeah, but it's got to be a
Totally
C- joke at least to get there. And
Too Fast, Too Furious is a decent pull. Number 2 is in there twice, for God's sake.
yeah, and it's not even called Fast and Furious 2. So it's,
Right.
2 for the money.
yeah.
I'm
If
with
I
Gary
had,
on this.
if I had
you
90
landed the
seconds,
I
plane.
haven't heard a better
You
one.
landed the plane perfectly into the Hudson. You're good.
thank you.
Yeah, enjoy your heroes.
Call me silly for the rest of the
Yeah.
episode.
All righty. Well, look, Kalen, got your haircut. You look clean. You got the hot shave. Speaking
You
of
didn't get a hot shave. You got a beard.
I
shave.
got the beard. The
Yeah,
hot,
he did kind of a hot shave on the lower part too. It's kind of both. It was both.
Okay.
Yeah, but I always like the smell of the stuff they put on your beard. Did it smell good?
Yeah, did you get a beard oil to take home with you?
Yeah. No, they didn't let me take it home, but I did smell good for the rest of the day. Yeah, the smell was nice.
We got some beard
I-
oil at Corolla once. It was like part of with those packages they gave out with Mangria, like the Mangria packages that they used to give out. You know those fun
Is
packs.
Gary about to pull fucking beard oil?
No, not the beard oil, but
You know what
I,
I'm talking about, though,
I
right?
know exactly what you're talking about. There was, I think that we can charitably say that there was a bunch of stuff that they procured for free that they got in large batches that were for the, what was it? It was the Corolla drinks, but there was also that stupid crate that August came up with for like 5 minutes.
The man crate.
Oh yeah, the man crate.
Was it the man
No,
crate? I don't
Man
know.
Crate was like a sponsor, but we came up with our own.
No, it was man. There was man great, but that seems like a Mike August thing to just take someone else's name. So there was a man great, right? That was the barbecue thing.
Yeah.
That was the first sponsor back in the day.
Yeah, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if Mike August said, "Oh, we should do a man crate," but then again, it was a Corolla Drinks thing. So
Right.
who knows?
Well,
I
anyway,
don't think
so
he really did that for Corolla Drinks.
they had these packages, and there was this beard oil, and I was like, oh, I never really put beard oil. I have a little beard going on. I should put some oil in this thing. And then the person who was like running the campaign said, oh no, we got you a special one. Use this one. This is a little more high quality. And I was like, okay, I'll use it. And I was using it, and that was my first introduction to CBD oil, because this beard oil just had a bunch of CBD in it, and I had no idea. And I'm just smothering my face in it.
You got your
And-
beard stoned?
Dude, I remember just like sitting there, just like, I don't want to move. Like, I'm so
It's like going into your pores.
I feel like I'm like simultaneously floating and drowning at the same time. Like, it's just
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah. That was my first. I still have it because I don't think I've ever used it since. It just freaked me out a little too much. But that was my beard oil. But all right, so Kaylin got the hot shave, or I mean the hot beard trim.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I went to Supercuts. I used to get my haircut anywhere for any price, just because I always thought it looked the same anyways.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Then I got married or started dating somebody, and she noticed.
Yeah.
She's like, you got to go see someone different. I'm like, why? It looks totally fine. She's like, no, go see somebody else. And then I did, and it looked the fucking same. And she's like, yeah, it looks good. Okay, cool.
But did your payment cross this threshold?
Oh, my
of $50?
payment fucking quadrupled. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
then yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to the last time. This was the last time I went to Supercuts, where I went and did the haircut, looked the same, and then she did the close shave, like on the trimmers, to where it basically just turns it into nothing, like it just bicks wherever you're going. And she separated my sideburns from my beard because she's like trimming the sideburns. So now I just had a beard that was completely disconnected from my sideburns by like 2 inches, and I looked like a crazy person.
You looked like you were in the Backdoor Boys.
I was like, I don't even know what to do with this now. I'm like, yeah, I remember just leaving so upset, and that was the last time I went to Supercuts.
You should have just taken a Sharpie and just, painted the difference,
Just
crossed that
filled it
threshold.
in. Yeah. But anyway, Kaylin, you look good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Speaking
I
of-
left
speaking
there.
of-
as a-
Of these reboots, so this 10 things I hate about you. I mean, look, I know it's something that we've all been saying, that Hollywood's just out of ideas. Yeah, I saw a trailer for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, dude.
What the hell?
You could argue that the ideas that they have are, let's do 10 things I hate about you again.
That's
So
okay.
They have ideas.
I guess that is an idea, Dawson. Thank you for
Yeah.
pointing that out. Yeah,
All right,
so
so
I Know What You
10
Did Last
things,
Summer. I watched the trailer. Looks all right. I mean, I remember like
You're way too scared to see it. What are you talking about?
I've
You're
seen the first one, and I've seen the second one. I still know.
I haven't seen either.
Kaylin.
Let me tell you
Some
something,
goddamn homework. You call yourself a fucking movie fan?
Matt. Let me tell you
Jennifer
something,
Love
Matt.
Hewitt?
That's exactly right. There was once a film that starred Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sarah Michelle Gellar in their primes, where
Wow.
as a young guy that surpassed my
That's
queasy
a rite
stomach.
of passage right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There was like a 1-2 punch of that movie and Can't Hardly Wait, where, I mean, PJLH for fucking sure, man.
Yeah. So my friend just got a gig with JLH, right? So
Really?
just out of the blue, JLH just DMs her and she's like, "Hey, I want you to work with me on something, blah blah blah." And Jenny was telling me about this, and it's like, "Isn't that cool? Do you know Jennifer Love Hewitt? Like, do you know who she? Do you remember her?" I was like, "Oh yeah, who is this Jennifer?
Yeah.
Love Hewitt? Oh yeah, I seem to recall an actress
Sure.
a long time ago who used to be my number one. She was number one.
Go
Yeah.
fishing all the time.
Oh, yeah, we used to go fishing." Together in my fantasies. Yeah, it's she was.
I think she's going to be in the reboot.
She is in the reboot, so it's
Yeah,
Freddie
yeah.
Prinze Jr. They're reprising their role.
There you
So
go. See, I
here's
didn't watch the
thing.
trailer. No spoilers.
Well, they're in it. You've been spoiled. But and just to spoil a touch more, Matt, it's not even a reboot. It's a sequel. Like they're
Well,
reprising
I mean,
their
I
roles.
figured that she's not playing a teenage girl again. That would be fucking weird.
No, but I mean, like they've
could
done
do it.
reboots.
Wait,
Like she's
they
all,
should reboot it with the original cast playing the part
Themselves,
that they
they're just a
played
lot older.
when they
Yeah.
were that age. Yeah.
Yeah.
You imagine?
I think Robert De Niro did that in The Irishman.
Yeah, seriously.
So they like I've talked about He's All That, the reboot to She's All That, and Rachel Lee Cook was in that but played a different character, and so is Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
So like they still
I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately.
Cobra Kai guy.
Yeah, Cobra Kai guy. So they
A new Karate Kid movie coming out too, by the way.
Yeah.
Saw a trailer for that one with Jackie Chan and Machio together. I was like,
bringing it
how
together.
does this play into the? Does it play into the Netflix show at all, or is it just something?
Absolutely.
Totally... Oh, okay.
So I think I could say this. Yeah, I could say this. I could say this. So I know this. I know a guy who plays in this band, and I was talking to him after his gig the other night, and we were talking. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the new Karate Kid movie." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "I played Mr. Miyagi." He's like, and I look at him, and he does look like Mr. Miyagi. He's old though. He's like an older guy though, right? He's not playing a young Mr. Miyagi. I'm like, oh, I could see that's like, yeah, they just completely CGI my face out, but like I already kind of look like him, so that helps. And then he showed me a picture of him in the movie, and it just straight up looks like Pat Morita's in this movie.
Oh my god!
Oh wow! Incredible,
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So it's unbelievable. So they did a good job. I'm really looking forward to that movie. I love Karate Kid. I love all things Cobra Kai and Karate Kid in that.
Wait, is that the next like flex of Hollywood where people are just going to lie and say that they were in things but they CGI'd out the face?
He showed me. He showed me.
No, I'm not saying this guy lied. I'm saying I can see opportunistic people hearing that story and being like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go around and like in my case say like I was in the Trevor Bauer like fucking origin story about the baseball player, but they just CGI'd out my face because I look a little bit like him to start.
So.
It
Fun
would still
fact.
be tough to beat a Google search on that, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a part of that story, but you know what I'm saying. I was trying to think of someone I look like.
I'm pretty sure I
Trevor
have
Bauer's your
heard.
guy.
No, it's not Bauer. There's a different Dodger who I used to get for a while when they were on that run. I can't think of who it is right now. It's not Bauer.
Okay.
One of the other guys.
I heard that that John Leguizamo is in Die Hard 2, but he plays like a thief who has a ski mask over his face so you can't see his face, and then his voice got dubbed over by another actor.
Well,
This has been happening for years, is my point.
the weakest of the Die Hard movies, so not a big loss for him.
Well, let's not count the fourth one, but yeah.
Well,
Or the fifth one, that's what I meant. The Russia one, that one sucked.
that
Chris,
one's so ridiculous.
that was awful.
We have this truck where we can just spray down a room and it eradicates radiation. Get the fuck out of here.
Chris,
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I know you said before we heated up the mics that you didn't hear what Gary was talking about. But
Oh yeah, well I want to get into that in a second, but first
all right,
off,
cool.
Now, I'm watching TV the other day, and I see we're talking about movies here. And by the way, movie talk. If you missed our movie club on The Dark Knight, it was a real heater. Please subscribe to our Patreon and listen to us talk about just the ultimate classic of cinema history, The Dark Knight, as we dissect it. Kaylin, man, you would have loved it.
I know.
It was like
Galen, I don't know that you should listen to it. You're gonna have some animosity towards a few people if you listen to it.
I purposely
And now
sent him the link to trigger this,
Yeah, I
and he
hope
did not listen to it.
Listen to it.
Trying to create some fucking drama on this show.
Yeah.
But anyway, please listen to that. It was hot off the heels of one of our best monthly Mall of Money meetups too. So Patreon's where you get it, plus extra episodes every week, and ad-free episodes.
Ad-free.
Too. So boom, and yeah, and it costs you one roll of dimes. All right, so I'm watching TV, and speaking of movies, I see there's a new Jurassic World coming out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This came out of nowhere to me personally. I didn't know this was even on the radar, and I'm like,
This is a
what
big
the
swing for them. They're
Mahershala
recruiting
Ali,
a
I think,
cast.
right?
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
There's a few.
ScarJo?
ScarJo's in it. Yeah, there's a few big name actresses. There's actors.
They
This
got
is,
the T-Rex to come back. Actually, I don't know if that's
huge
true.
swing for them. They're trying to. This is like the third reboot. Like this is going to determine whether or not we get another 10 or 12 years of Jurassic Park movies.
So we
spoiled-
You think
I
that's
mean,
going
who
to
are
make a
you
difference?
kidding? Yeah.
You think that's going to
They're
make a
gonna make
difference?
them regardless.
That's true, but also I just wanted to stop personally. Look, Matt, I love
Me
all
too.
your shirts, but
Thanks.
the first one's the only one that's really is good. The second one is just fun.
The initial reboot, I actually thought was pretty good.
The first one was Chris Pratt.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
way
that
that
one
it
was
kind of
solid. That
the
one was
one the way
solid.
that it incorporated the legacy of the original movie, I appreciated what they were going for. And even though it did feel like a photocopy of the original movie, there was enough going on. Like I did like there was a moment where somebody saw someone wearing a Jurassic Park shirt and was like, "Oh, why would you wear that?" Like so many people died during that event. Like they kind of made it a little strange, which I liked. But yeah, everything else is
Kinda
absolute
funny.
garbage.
That's
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah.
Look, I love
like
meta
that.
jokes, but I
Clever
didn't,
girl.
it's so good. Like the first one just and then I just realized I just keep getting upset
Yeah.
every time they keep coming back, but for some reason I still want it.
Well, I mean, who should we be upset with though? Because you and I went to see the last dog shit one in the theaters and sat there for 2 hours and 40 minutes while they had flying fucking gnats on fire or whatever the hell was.
Yeah,
the
see, I
plot
never
line.
watched that. I never watched that.
It
That
one.
was on you guys. I even tried to watch the second one. That was the third one you're talking about in the remix. I tried to watch the second one, and I actually turned that shit off like halfway
Yeah.
through. It takes a lot for me to fucking turn off a movie out of disgust. And I was even the second one. I was like, all right, this is
Yeah.
dead. This is
Well,
over.
the third one's way worse.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, I'm not really a fan of any of them except for the first one, and I relate to like going to Wingstop late at night, Kaylin, because
Oh, now we're talking.
It's
Okay.
open late, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it, and I'm usually pretty upset by the end of it, but I still keep coming back thinking, oh, I'm gonna like it this time, and yeah, it's just
I don't understand this analogy. Why are
sorry,
you
yeah,
upset that you're getting Wingstop just because it's nighttime? I don't because
Wingstop's
it's
not
still
that
great.
great.
It's still
Wingstop's not that great,
it's
dude.
well, it depends on the location. I will admit there are a lot of locations that really fuck up those wings big time. It's a bit of a dice roll, but if you find the right location, fucking go there at 2 a.m. baby. They'll fucking Burbank Wingstop that hits all day and night.
Yeah. Oh, so speaking of fun food, it was my kid's second birthday yesterday. Turned 2, and I was like, oh, we
Happy
should
birthday, Benny.
Yeah. Super cute. And we were like, oh, we should take him out to dinner. Where would a toddler like to go? We're somewhere that we could take him that'd be kind of fun.
Benny Hanna.
Michelin star. Oh,
Benny Hanna would
Benny
have fun, but
Hanna.
he's not that age yet to where he.
It's in his
he'd
name.
appreciate it.
You want to wait.
Yeah,
That's one of
you
those
gotta
things
take
where
Benny
you
to
want to
Benny
wait
Hanna.
till it's just the right moment. You don't want to blow it
Yeah.
too early.
And we don't go out to eat a ton anyway, so it's just like we're just somewhere that's like kid friendly, and we
Mama
just have a
CPK.
good time.
Kid friendly.
Chuck E.
mom
Cheese.
approved.
And I thought, there's a place I know of a place. You go there, you sit down, you have a meal, and when you're there, your family.
Medieval times.
Oh,
okay.
wow. And when you're there, you perpetuate the myth that they make Italian food.
And hey, look, I sat down, I looked around, I hear the music, I'm smelling the food passing by me. I'm like, this reminds me of Italy. My time in Italy. In Italy.
I was gonna say it sounds more like your time working at Macaroni Grill.
It actually did remind me of that too.
Yeah.
It's a very similar smell. You come home with that smell. Anyway, I haven't been to Olive Garden in, I don't know,
I've never
over
been
a
to an
decade.
Olive Garden.
You've
I've
never been to Olive
I've never
Garden?
been to
Dude.
an Olive Garden.
Kaylin, you should go to an Olive Garden.
Same,
just-
same here, dude.
just to
Same
say-
here, Kaylin. Keep up the
Not-
streak for the rest of your life.
Not
Dawson.
out of because you hate it. Not because I hate it so much. Like how could they? I've never. That's never been a thought in my. Oh, I'm hungry. We're
Kaylin, we get it. You're the son of a movie star. You didn't have to go to Olive Garden. You just fly private to Italy every time
King
you
of
want
the
to have food.
castle.
Yeah, we get it, dude. We get it.
Yeah, those private flights to Italy were awesome.
I know. Okay. Well, I went to Olive Garden growing up, and it was actually the first. The first.
Wow.
I know.
He's actually your family. You know that, right?
Side note. So the first time, like when me and my buddy Chris Buss, who I've mentioned on the show before, we both finally got like decent jobs or just jobs. And we're like, let's just go out to eat. Let's just and let's not go to a place where like a fast food place or an order at the counter place. I want a sit down place where we have like somebody bringing us our food and we're having a real fancy time. And we both went to Olive Garden together for lunch, and we were just like blown away that we're doing this by ourselves with our own money. And yeah, it was like a rite of passage. So
And
yeah,
how old were you guys at this point?
I don't know, like 30, 31.
I was gonna say.
No, we were probably, I don't know, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do that. That wasn't something we did growing up. So it was usually just we were Taco Bell guys, as I've mentioned too. So going to Olive Garden was a big deal for us. And So it holds a special place in my heart. And Dawson, I actually think now all of your Olive Garden jokes hold no weight because you've never been there. Like
No, that's why
you
they
make fun
hold
of it.
weight, because I get to make fun of it because I'm actually Italian.
Yeah, but
Can we just say
Hold on. I thought you were Mexican. I just saw a clip on the internet where you're claiming to be Mexican.
I'm a part Mexican
Didn't you
too.
say you were like Portuguese or something the other
He
day?
did say he was Portuguese. Because
I
he had
am
a Portuguese.
You guys never met anybody who's more than one thing?
we sure-
Holy shit. Yes, I'm Portuguese, Sicilian, and Mexican, and there's some English in there probably, but we don't, that's all kind of vague over there.
Can I also point out, if you check out our YouTube, which I have no idea what the handle is, but if you were to watch it, you would actually see Dawson is preparing a meal during this podcast. Like, what the fuck is happening right
What
now?
are we making here? Portuguese, Mexican, or Italian?
I'm making chicken core tortilla soup.
Chicken core tortilla.
So, okay. So Mexican.
Tortilla.
Are you straight up just tearing
Misspoke.
apart a rotisserie chicken right now?
That's what my recipe calls for, and it's awesome.
Kalen's
Wow.
judging your technique.
Oh yeah.
Kalen's like, you're doing it too slowly, and you're not making
Will
enough
you
noise.
be-
Too many napkins.
You're not licking your
used.
fingers enough.
Yeah, I'm not hearing typing in between either. It's kind of weirding me out.
Yeah, why isn't the chive open?
All right. So anyway, go to Olive Garden, and
I thought you were talking about food. It took me a second.
and like yeah, just like it's a kid friendly place. Whatever. We just I get like a shrimp scampi with like capellini. It was fine, but I noticed one thing. Like I was looking for the breadsticks. Remember loving those breadsticks? Didn't really hit. In fact, everything was just super salty.
That's all it
Who would've
is.
guessed?
You're
Shocking.
just
Oh,
eating
this is
salt.
so salty. This
It's
is
not
I'm eating a
Italian
block
food.
of
It's
salt.
chain food with a lot of MSG to trick your brain into thinking that it's actually good and healthy.
How would you know?
It is
Dawson?
not.
You've never been. No, you should go. You should go, Dawson. I want to hear a review of you going. I think.
Whoa.
Applebee's. It's the same kind of thing. I've never.
I went to Chili's the other day. It was fucking sucked.
Oh, no. They must have gone downhill. They were
Yeah.
amazing back in the day.
Mm.
And Applebee's. I'll take it. TGI Fridays. Come on.
I
I
like the TGI
brought this up once before. I call all those kind of restaurants, I call them ketchup restaurants. Because when you show up, there's already a bottle of ketchup on your table. That's how you know you're in a ketchup restaurant.
What is the best ketchup restaurant? It may be TGI
Well-
Fridays.
I mean, again, I thought it was Chili's, but Kalen is telling me it's dog shit now. So maybe it is TGI Fridays at this point.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know if BJ's is nationwide, but that used to be pretty good too.
BJ's
That's a
is
pretty
awesome.
good. It's a pretty good ketchup
what's it
restaurant.
called? Clam Jumper.
Claim Jumper.
Clam Jumper.
Jumpers are
Flame
different
jumpers are a good
I
one.
remember going to that
that's
one a couple
definitely a
times,
ketchup
and that was
restaurant.
pretty solid.
I would have claimed
Dude,
jumper
I
for like
like-
prom. I think. No, that was a winter formal.
I like a good Outback Steakhouse.
All
I'll
right.
totally fucking eat Outback. I
Yeah.
got no problem with it. But it's still that same chain food that it's really not real food. It's
Here's the
not.
thing, Dawson. I like Outback Steakhouse and I will go there, but the only reason we can call it Outback Steakhouse is because that's their trademark name. It's not a steakhouse.
No, it's totally not a steakhouse, but I have gotten the prime rib there on prime rib nights. And if you don't expect much,
It's
you'll
fine.
be pleasantly surprised.
You
It's
should never
fine,
be
and all the
expecting much
sides
from
are
a
good.
ketchup restaurant.
Yeah, Outback Steakhouse is perfectly serviceable.
Is Yard House a ketchup restaurant?
Yes,
That may
Yep.
be my fave then.
That one's
that
damn
one's
good.
that one's probably up there. But I mean, that's a you're getting into different price points here. I think we have to separate like fancy ketchup restaurants and sort of
Is Yard House the place that we would go to in Burbank?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's not a ketchup restaurant. That's way better than a fucking ketchup restaurant.
no, it's better,
like
but there is
tier
ketchup.
above a fucking.
No, I
It's got
agree. with you.
barbecue sauce on the table waiting.
That's
for you.
true. That's an excellent point. If there are additional sauces, it is excluded from being a
Yeah,
ketchup
because if
restaurant.
Yard House is and Wood Ranch is, and we.
Oh, Kalen
No,
is
no,
right.
I'm thinking of
Wood
Wood
Ranch
Ranch.
not.
I'm
Kalen
thinking
was
of
thinking
Wood.
Wood
No,
Ranch.
I'm
That's
thinking
not
of
a
Wood
ketchup
Ranch.
restaurant.
No.
Okay, I
That's
missed
not a
that.
ketchup
Wood
restaurant.
I'm
Ranch.
thinking of Wood Ranch.
Yard
Wood Ranch
House.
is where I want to go for like my anniversaries.
Well,
I mean, there's
I'm
no
out here to
bad
Texas.
time.
Kenny will be thrilled.
I love me some Wood Ranch. Anyway, so Olive Garden, very salty food, but something we noticed that Jen's like, hey, you check out the Hostess? Who's that?
Was she hot?
And
I
you
was
said no, right?
Hostess? Who is this Hostess you speak of? I don't know any Hostess.
Chris, she's the one with the mostest.
Well, she certainly was in this case, in the sense that she had Jen pointed out that she had butt implants.
Oh shit.
And so, I go, oh, that's fine, but
Didn't
I'm
know
holding
this. I
strong,
don't know,
not even
man.
turning around. Oh, that's cool. Not into that. Like, really? They're huge. Like, they don't look natural, Chris. No, it's all right. Maybe I'll turn around then.
Like, what's on the menu? Have you guys seen the
slowly-
specials? The breadsticks. You should get some breadsticks.
I do this. I do the slow turn around. No, I'm like looking at my spoon. Like, I don't. There's spots in the spoon. So I turn around and I mean this booty was booming. Like,
Are you sure it was an implant?
Well, here's the thing. I suspected because she was wearing fairly like those really tight yoga-y pants. So you
Tell
could
us
really
more
see
about
the full
these.
form.
What pant? I don't know what these are.
I've never seen one like that.
No, I don't.
No, don't
People
know it.
wear those outside in the world, like not when they're
Gary
working
has
out?
left the chat.
Gary's gone.
Yogi Bear, right? Yogi Bear. I've seen that. That one I know.
Similar to they remind me of Yogi Bear, Pat. That's right. You get it. So they're unnatural looking. Like Gary knows what I'm talking about. It's like they're popping out like horizontally from her body, just too much to where it's just like that looks insane. You look like an
I'm
insane
telling you,
person.
man. There are
Hey,
some
respect all women. Ooh.
respect all women, and some get big in the hips like that. So I'm just saying, you may not have seen someone with a butt job. You may have just seen somebody with a job butt.
Anything's possible, Dawson, but
That was pretty
Unnatural.
good.
Like,
That was pretty good.
That's right.
anything's possible. But when
I liked it.
when your wife is the one pointing it out, I'm going to say that I kind of tend to lean towards Jenny on this one. If she's calling that out, then I think she's
Makes sense.
Yeah, because usually I'm pretty good, which is like, okay, Chris, put your eyes, back in your head. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just standing like, no, didn't see it. Don't know what you're talking about. Usually, I'm pretty good at it. Anyway, this time I looked and it was just super natural. Like, who wants that? And then I made a comment like, well, really, I mean, it's an investment. Maybe she,
What?
because she's like, because she's like,
More
You have
tips.
to explain
More tips.
further,
Come on.
sir.
okay, sorry. So no offense to Olive Garden hostesses. I was a host at a restaurant before. I know how much they make. I would imagine that the salary of an Olive Garden hostess could not afford a crazy cosmetic procedure of that nature. And that's just based off of statistics. I could be wrong, and I'm sorry. if I'm
Statistics. Could you have some sources you could point to? Some publications, peer
ignorant. I'll
reviewed,
have to
preferably.
I'll have to gather them from all of my sources. But
Okay.
Gary made a face. What's your face, Gary? What's it saying to me?
I mean, I'm just still bewildered by this
do you
investment.
disagree with me? Do you disagree that it would be odd for a hostess at Olive Garden to be able to comfortably afford such a procedure?
I don't disagree, but your
There's
investment,
also
your investment comment makes more sense if she held a different profession. How is it
Sure.
an investment
Exactly.
into your career if you are a hostess to get a butt lift?
Not an investment
Well,
in your
hold
career,
on.
an investment into your life.
Let's back up a moment here, because a hostess
Let's
is
back all the
usually
way up.
they're usually on their feet. The butt is prominently on display when you are in the hostess position. You're getting the menus and you're like, come follow me, and then everyone's staring at your butt while they're
Yeah.
I mean, some
You
people
probably-
are staring at your butt. Definitely not
You
me.
probably called
some
it a
people are
tip
staring at their
machine.
butt while
Yeah.
they're walking to the
No,
table.
but-
Chris knows what I mean.
That's my exact point. Who tips a hostess? If she was a waitress, I could understand it being an investment.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
gonna
see,
get
that's
more
what I
tips.
thought we were talking about this.
You
It's
know,
not-
if you were a
But if-
stripper,
but
maybe I can understand.
as
it.
Chris
You're gonna
pointed
get more
out-
tips.
As Chris pointed out, he too was a host and he eventually became a waiter. That is the hierarchy of a restaurant. You start as the host or hostess so that you can learn the layout of the restaurant. And then when you become a busser or a server. It just keeps going on and on from there.
Fine, Matt. So, Chris, is your assertion that she's
Hostess?
playing a
Assertation.
Busser?
Assertion. Do
Yes,
you
Matt,
even know what you
assertion.
said? Do
Yes,
you
I do.
even know?
Is your,
Okay,
is
good.
your assertion that she is playing the long game in the hopes that one day she will progress up the ranks of the Olive Garden and will be a server, and that this is going to
The
translate
ranks
into
of
more
the
tips?
Olive Garden.
No, that is not my assertion. In fact, let me provide you with a rebuttal here. So I think that I was thinking not necessarily her career at Olive Garden. It was an investment in her career of Olive Garden. It was an investment in her life, to where, as Dawson mentioned earlier, he and a bunch of other guys are really into that sort of thing, and so it
Right.
you-
So maybe they're hoping that if she was doing it for a guy like me, guys like me don't eat at Olive Garden. So
Point. He's got you there.
Right.
She
And
should've
also,
known.
Chris, you know,
Yeah.
do you think Bezos swings by the Long Beach Olive Garden on a regular basis? Like, who's she hoping to get
Okay,
swept
do
out of
you-
there by?
I don't know, but do you think that she only goes to Olive Garden? Do you think that her entire life is just at Olive Garden?
It is until she pays off that investment.
No, she could have mornings, or if she works the lunch shift, she could have nights and go out to a club or something, or I don't know, the Met Gala. I don't know. Just
So I got a haircut.
You know what, Chris? You should go back there. Get this girl's phone number,
I should
okay?
figure this out.
Let's get her to call into the show. I feel like this is the perfect group of guys to talk to her about her life decisions.
Well,
Guys, I'm busy that night.
I will say that Jenny was just as appalled about my investment comment that I explained to her.
Exactly. That's why I was flipping out the first time you said that word, because you know better. Why would you say that to your wife?
I don't know.
He
I'm
does
just speaking out loud. I was really saying it to Benny. Jen just overheard our conversation, but it just looks so bad. It looked unnatural, and it looked, I don't know. I'm just not into it. And it's like a thing, and I hear it's a very dangerous procedure too. So I'm just saying, ladies, listeners of the water cooler, if you're looking to get an unnatural looking behind surgically implanted into your already fabulous looking butt cheeks,
Gary's left again.
don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, there's better ways to spend your hard-earned money, and I'm here to say, and Gary's here to say, you look beautiful the way you are. So no need to do that. I mean, she must get into her car and her head just must hit the ceiling every time. Just touch the ceiling the entire time she's driving. Like, it can't be comfortable. I imagine there's some long-term effects. When you become an old person, it just it might not.
So I got a haircut.
Matt's gone. Everybody keeps closing their videos right now. What's happening? All right. Well, anyway, that is just that's our PSA. Gary wanted me to mention it to everybody.
Gary wanted no part of this. 32, and about 20 of them have been about female bodies, which is not something that this group of people is qualified to talk about.
We're not. Look,
Yes, we
Well,
decidedly
that's-
are.
might-
Dude, I got a hot
Wait,
debate
might
about
be
it.
doing that.
Chris showed me a hat. It said FBI, female body inspector. It's one of his most prized possessions.
Yeah,
That's
should-
actually
there you
I'm
go.
wearing the
Benny.
matching shirt too. So here's the thing. You're right. I'm not qualified. I'm not. It's just an opinion that I don't think is necessary personally.
Your son turned 2 yesterday. You shouldn't have those anymore.
Opinions?
Correct.
All right. Well, so Gary, talk about your haircut then.
I mean, I just was trying desperately to change the subject. I don't.
No,
got a
I want to hear
haircut.
about this haircut.
No, I got a haircut, and then I went back to my office after it was over, and I went into the bathroom to try to like style it a little bit, and I decided it was a terrible haircut and that I was going to hate it. And I went back and I sat at my desk and I seethed for like 3 hours about how bad this haircut was. And then I decided, no, fuck that. And I stood up and I walked back to my barber and I walked in and told him to cut it again.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's
I've never done that in my life, and
Wait,
I
so
applaud you,
I could
sir.
never do that.
So are you saying that you got a haircut not once but twice during work?
Kind of. Yeah. Same
You
barber.
got 2 haircuts today.
Same barber, by the way. My boss is in New York. No
Well,
one
I should
cares
hope
about
so,
that.
and I hope the guy didn't charge you for the second one.
He did not, nor did I.
What was
offer
his reaction when
compensation.
you were like, "Hey, bro, you fucked this up. Please fix it"?
He was cool about it.
He was
Yeah.
like, "Yes, I did fuck it up."
Jesus.
Yeah, my bad. I was hoping you were gonna come back.
Yeah.
What ethnicity do you think my barber is, Matt? What was that?
You took a gamble.
Yeah.
You rolled the dice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, he's a 75-year-old Mexican dude, so that accent was kind of okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was cool about it. I basically said, once I went and styled it, I realized he had left part of the front too long and that it was going to like sort of stick out and start to look like, a horn. I was just like, just knock this part down, just cut shorter right there. And he was very cool about it. And then I walked out, but I'd given him a big tip on the haircut in the first place, so I really didn't feel bad about it. I knew that he probably wasn't going to have anyone in there when I got there, and sure enough, he didn't. So I sat down and I was out of there in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Love it. Yeah, look, I'm proud of you for doing that because you shouldn't have to put up with that, and it's bold. I mean, it is your personality. The same guy who would raise his hand during a parent-teacher conference to just dunk on the teacher.
First of all, she was a principal.
Principal. Yeah, I love it. I actually took my kid to get his first haircut last week, and we went to a toddler cutting place. I don't know what to expect. Like, is he going to freak out getting his first haircut?
Some kids do.
And we went to this place.
Freddy Krueger cuts.
Matt,
Probably not a great place to take him to.
Matt, they have these spots that they didn't have when we were little kids where it's all done up. You basically sit the kid in like an airplane. Then there's a TV plastered right in front of him playing any kids movie you can think of, all of Disney Plus, all of Netflix right there. And then there's stuff everywhere to distract them. And then there's like a toy store at the front, so you get screwed on that as well.
This is exactly right. Gary just explained it to you. It's a place specializing in toddler haircuts, and he got to choose his mobile. He chose the red Mickey car, put him in there.
Strong.
He's just driving it the whole time someone's cutting his hair. TV in front, just hands me the remote. Got Netflix, Disney, whatever we wanted. Put that on. The volume's like going full blast. It's super loud, super distracting. Stuck a lollipop in his mouth and he doesn't even know what's happening. And I'm just like, that's the way it should be done. Not just for kids, for everybody.
Yes.
Like, what would be the perfect place for Matt, for instance, right? Imagine you sitting down, Matt, and they go, all right, now we need to distract Matt so we can cut his hair peacefully because he always
I'll tell
freaks
you,
out.
Restaurant.
I'll tell you the answer to this because I used to have this spot. There's sports on every TV around the joint, and the first thing they ask you when you sit down is not what you would like your haircut to look like. It is what kind of beer you would like.
That's right. Well, here's the thing.
Amazing.
Matt's wouldn't be sports though. So
No, Matt's would be ballet or ice dancing or something. And then he would want a craft cocktail. He would want to see a menu.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I do have to say, for absolute realsies, the guy who cuts my hair loves horror movies, and he has a little monitor, and every time I walk in, he's like queued up a new horror movie, and we chat about it. It's great.
Who's this barber you're going to?
His
Might be
name's
looking for-
his
might be
name's
looking for a new
Cody.
guy.
His name's Cody, but he's out here in fucking Austin. So
You borrow the jet from your dad every time.
Yeah,
maybe,
I feel
maybe
there's
a
no
bit of a
problem
haul
there.
for you, but yeah, he's fucking great.
Yeah, so that's a good move. It's like, because I have stopped going to hairstylists just because we've ran out of things to talk about, and I just don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah,
It's just like,
it's painful. And legitimately, I actually do miss the guy who used to cut my hair back when I lived in California, because it's just like a friend that you catch up with every couple months. I also have this weird thing with my dental hygienist, like not my actual dentist, but the person who like kind of does most of the examination. I see her once every 6 months, and the appointment takes twice as long as it should because we just spend half the time like catching up and stuff. It's kind of interesting. I never really thought I had those kind of adult relationships.
well, you do, man.
Yeah, dude.
And you should cherish them. All right, before we get out of here, I just want to do a quick comment. I want to address something here. So, do you guys mind?
Yeah,
Oh.
dude.
Let's go. All right, and this comment that I'm about to read comes from our Facebook group. And if you're not a part of our free Facebook group, please join. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. You answer a few questions, we might let you in. My favorite place on the internet. Now, before the show started, Matt said, Chris, you got to read what's going on in the Facebook group. There is some AI bot leaving a summary of comments, and everybody's up in arms about it.
Everybody.
That's what he's like, oh, they're freaking out. They're freaking out. And I go, okay. And I go and I find the comments, and there are 3 likes or dislikes, and there are 6 basically 3 comments, and one of them is Matt. And one of us, Matt, going, what in the actual fuck is happening here?
Yeah.
So
everybody's freaking out.
Everybody's freaking out.
Do you want to go into detail as to what this post said and what it is and what's happening here?
Yeah, I do. So there is a bot. I don't know how this bot got in because, I mean, you have to answer a few questions and we might let you in.
The AI is
what's the
savvy
username
on what the answers
the
are.
username is Bobo Buddy. So this is Bobo Buddy.
Sounds like a buddy you might want to
Wow. Wow.
So Bobo Buddy's
Bobo
post.
Buddy.
Now I will read you what Bobo Buddy posted. Bobo Buddy writes, "Excellent discussions and laugh out loud moments this week."
Love it so far.
Excellent. Number
Can you
1.
share this? Can you share the screen or no? You don't have to.
I guess
People don't know our YouTube page anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. Number 1, there was robot rebellion humor. In fact, a community member poked fun at thanking AI with a hilarious post, and comments ensued, from fearing robot overlords to questioning manners with machines. One user joked about being polite to future AI rulers. Okay, that is something we've talked about on the show. That has bled into...
You notice the AI, first thing it said was interesting was a conversation about AI? Fucking egomaniac, man.
And then I'll just read. There's 5 points that this person made, and then the second one was Easter egg nostalgia.
Not a person.
Not a person. Yeah.
Or AI bot. Number 3 is there's a comedy bit roast. Number 4 is there's some meme mayhem. I appreciate the alliteration. And then the 5, egg-paration. Charlie's Egg Store inspired a community member to check their egg carton dates, leading to jokes about adopting, quote, the Dawson method of egg freshness testing and floating eggs to check viability. So
They're even coming up with egg pun jokes.
Yeah,
dude, there's 2 in here.
Now this got booted from the group, right?
No. In fact, I'm
It's
gonna
still
like
on
it.
there?
I'm gonna like it right now.
No,
Like,
don't.
And you,
We got to get rid of this. We only need real comments
And I'm
and
gonna
real
comment
posters.
Matt Fondelier, Taylor Swift. Matt Fondelier, Taylor Swift. Yeah. So
you
look, I don't know what's happening. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't know. I just like it, I guess.
Tech Talk, what do you say?
According to my click.
Zuck run amok.
Are you worried?
I'm not worried.
Yeah, we're all right. We're all right. I mean, there was actually another post where somebody,
I don't know.
an anonymous member.
I mean,
said,
I'm not worried in a general AI is going to take over way, but I'm already losing work.
you are. Oh, I can
So-
see that. Yeah.
yeah, voiceover. I bet that's.
Oh, I thought from all the sex robots.
Right. Good one. Yeah, no, it's tough, man. Sex robots now. They're taking away the fucking work.
Yeah. An anonymous member actually posted, "We should totally kick Bobo Buddy from the group, right? We want to keep out the bots," and it is absolutely a bot.
Is it anonymous underscore Fondelier?
It is. Well, it's a little strange to me that the guy who is always so happy and friendly and wanting to get along with the AI has now all of a sudden turned a corner. All of a sudden, he
Yeah.
seems to be bullying our newest member.
Yeah,
that's
what's
just
going
trying to
on? I
participate.
agree.
That's
Thank
just
you.
trying to be part of the conversation and feel welcome. And all of a sudden, this guy who we thought the whole time, no, he's been putting up a front this whole time.
Oh, I've been booted from the Facebook group due to hate speech. What the hell, man? That happened in real
See?
time.
Well,
What'd I do?
I will say for the new listeners, there are wonderful people in the Facebook groups that leave comments about other things like hot dogs and pets and 69s in the wild and their kids' birthdays and things like that. And it's a really wonderful community. So don't let this AI bot freak you out. Really good people in there as well who say things relevant to the show. So if you're liking the show, you'll like the people there. So please join. All right, and that will do it for comments. Why don't we go around the horn, get our plugs in, and and then we'll GTFO and start some Patreon. I'll start over there in Long Beach. Kalen Bean, what do you suggest we check out?
Just fooling about. Me and my dad's podcast. We're still going strong every week.
Yeah.
Please subscribe on YouTube and Spotify or Apple. Trying to get those numbers up a little bit.
And I heard for Patreon, you're going to give us a huge update on your cable management. I'm really looking forward to it.
I got a cable management update. I had been shamed, and I attempted
now you
to make
changed.
steps to rectify.
Attempted to make steps is not.
I cannot
totally-
wait. I cannot wait.
I am
go.
not optimistic. Attempted to make steps sounds pretty all right.
Well, you'll have to listen to You have to sign up for a Patreon first, which again is less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks for the whole month. You get an extra show every week, ad-free episodes. It's just do the right thing.
Love it. Dawson, what about you?
Friday night, I'm hosting at the Chateau, so you'll get me all night long. My mom's going to be there with me. Sunday is Mother's Day, so make sure you call or do something special for your mom and the moms in your life. And then something's cool is happening in Orange County on May 25th. Save the date.
I'm here all month, man.
There you go.
May 25th. All right. And then Gary, what about you?
Yeah, just go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/watercooler. That's the best way to support the show, and you're really missing the looser half of the show if you don't subscribe to that. So that's a real shame if you're listening to this right now and you've made it all the way into the plugs and you're still listening and you're not a Patreon member. That's just dumb. So don't be an idiot.
Wow.
Oh, well, geez, Gary.
Okay,
But
well,
thank you
tough
for
love.
listening.
Yeah,
Thank you
they
for
need it.
listening. Yeah, but don't be
Yeah.
an idiot.
Thanks for
And-
listening,
yeah.
dummy.
I like the tough love. I think people like to hear that, kind of, a swift kick in their non-implanted behinds. And then
I've had people call me an idiot before. It led to action.
I don't know what you're talking about. Matt, what about you?
I was just gonna say, check out Andor. It's on Disney Plus streaming service.
And or what?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you should meet my wife. Same joke every goddamn time. Great show, second and final season, and seriously, if you've ever been interested in any sort of Star Wars content, you have to start at the beginning of Andor, but it is fucking amazing.
Too fucking much.
Probably
now.
start
Goddamn
with-
chore to be a Star Wars. Too much.
Is this
Settle the fuck down for a few years.
This is
Dude.
the Rogue One series?
That's right. Yeah,
Rogue
Rogue
One.
One. You should watch Rogue One
See, this
as
is what I'm talking about.
Andor
It's hard.
season 2 is over. No, there's just 2 seasons of Andor, and then you watch Rogue One.
Oh,
And the
it's
second
a
season is
prequel?
happening
I
right
guess it
now.
would be a prequel.
It's like
Hold
the
on.
lead up to that movie.
Hold
It's
on, Matt.
so
what you
good.
just
It
said,
is-
what you just said was it's just 16 hours of content, and then you watch a 3-hour movie. That's it. It's no big deal. Like,
All right. Well,
get outta
listen, you could be a hater, or if you like Tony Gilroy, who's one of the all-time greatest writers, Michael Clayton being his probably signature movie. But just look up Tony Gilroy. He is the singular voice, all writer, many of the episodes directed. It's
Kalen,
incredible.
click Tony Gilroy right now.
Oh, you know what? Flickable. I am a fan of Andor. I am also almost all caught up with the new season. First season's fantastic. I'm backing Matt 100% on this.
I watched
Um,
Clayton last week.
yeah.
It's a fantastic film.
It is kind of sad though that out of all of the shit that has come out in the Star Wars universe, like, okay, you got The Mandalorian, I'll give you that, but the only other good product they produce is Andor, and they can only get 2 seasons out of it because, we've all seen the movie and we know how that ends. So it's, oh yeah, we have a hit show. Too bad we can't really do much with it.
It's
because
so
everyone
good.
knows how
Rogue
it
One is
ends.
the best Star Wars movie out there. Period. I stand like I loved it. I even the first time I watched it, I went in halfway thinking I went in during the beginning, and
Oh, that's right.
I only saw the second half, and I
Well,
still loved
watch
it.
Andor, Chris.
I know I have to. I actually don't have Disney right now, so I gotta resubscribe.
Wow.
I know.
Do you have children?
You have a
Yeah,
2-year-old
what's
and
he-
you don't
yeah.
have Disney?
I don't.
What are you putting on
That's why
Cocomelon on
I'm
Netflix?
actually considering, because now he's actually starting to understand shows like this, and he'll want to watch it. But we don't play him a lot of TV at the moment, so I
Look
like
at
to
you.
get
Call me in
Humble
3 years.
brag.
at the moment.
fucking
Look.
granola parents over there. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Thought you'd never have any toys in the house either.
I
We
was
saw how
just
that
gonna bring
fucking
this
went.
up, Gary. I was like,
put
look,
the iPad in front
I've
of
been
him
wrong
yet.
before.
No iPads
I've no iPads at the moment either. But
at the moment.
Listen,
There
let
you
me
go.
say
Yeah,
at
just
the
wait
moment.
on that one.
We don't plan on it, but he's not gonna have a cell phone until he's 23, I think. So I think that's what we agreed on. All right. Well, anyway, my plug is for, the Patreon. I'm playing at, oh shoot, I don't know.
I
Follow
saw
me
you
at
break out the
Loxy Music.
notes.
Follow me at
How are you
Loxy
screwing
Music.
up the plugs?
Tantalum.
Tantalum.
No, it's the
Wilmore
wine bar
Marine
and
Wine Bar.
And the
I'm playing
wine
at-
bar.
Marina Wine Bar.
Residency.
Yeah. Residency.
Yeah.
And check out the Olive Garden. I mean, look, I said the food was very salty, but it was a fun experience either way. We had a good time. They sang "Happy Birthday." It was very.
How was the
sweet.
price?
Price is fair.
Okay, tell me, are they singing Happy Birthday or are they doing their own kind of thing? Because Happy Birthday is public domain now,
trademark.
so everybody
they're-
can sing it.
They're singing "Happy Birthday." In the Patreon episode, I'll go through all the other ones I had to learn back when
fun.
it wasn't trademarked. All right, that will do it for this episode of Watercooler. We'll see you later this week for Patreon. We love you. Goodbye.
I